Well, welcome back everybody to another episode of Automotive Drama. Today I got this, I think it's a 12 or 13 Jeep Wrangler. And as you can see, I got a previous video that I'm installing the aftermarket inner fender wells and the aftermarket fenders. I got another, I'm going to make a video on how to put these in, because you're going to have to take the fender well out to get to the back bolt on this side to get these babies in. But, you know, that compared to that, and that was the old inside wheel well on this side. But I'm going to show you how to do the rears here. Alright, the rears on weren't so bad. The front on this kit right here, this kit, the front said it had all these inscriptions and, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. But the only problem is nothing was labeled. Now on the rear kit, everything actually was labeled in its package, so it made it a lot easier for me to figure it out. Now, once you assemble this, it's pretty self-explanatory. And you pull that out, then you can line this baby up. And you can see there's factory holes right here. I just put these in right now just to hold it up in there. And I use a C-clamp to also help hold it in. But what I really wanted to point out was in the instruction manual. Oh yeah, and by the way, the instruction manual says easy 1 hour installation with 2 people, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's an hour and a half per side. So just so you know, and I don't have 2 people, I did it by myself. But anyways, in the instruction manual, they wanted me to put these big fat spacers behind here, okay, and then put a nut and bolt through it. Well, that's great in theory. Only problem is this one's enclosed in the frame, and this one you're never going to get your finger back in here. So what I decided to do was I brought out my tap and die kit, and I drilled it, and I tapped it, 6.6 millimeter 1.0, and I think I used I think it was a number 8 or 9 drill bit, I can't remember. It's right there. You gotta drill it out first. Don't go too big. I actually went one size smaller because the frame is kind of thin. And then I drilled it out and I tapped it. So I actually like that much better. I didn't like the big gap that it was leaving, and it was just, I just didn't like the big gap. I really don't really like the way this thing fits. But the fender's gonna cover all this, so but yeah, the fender will cover all that, so I'm not too worried about that. But I thought that was a good way to solve that problem. When I actually get done with this thing, it is going to look really nice. But pretty much kind of self-explanatory. Trying to get this thing off, you're going to have to pull all the push-in clips out. You see them all there, there. And then to get these little rivets out right here that hold this thing in, hold that in there, you're basically just going to need, you need the actual tool, little hook. It's like a little fork tool that pulls them down. Then you're gonna have to take some side snips and cut them out. And then after you actually get this off, or actually when you get this off, you can pull that out. This comes out. It's supposed to, if you see how the clips are, they all go in those little holes right there. It's supposed to slide up, but it don't. And I think I saved like 1 or 2 of the clips. Got to be careful because you don't want to scratch the car. And I'm not reusing them anyway, so I was trying to save them, but I wasn't going to scratch the vehicle to save them. But anyways, yeah, it's kind of a real pain. It's tedious, and it's a little time consuming. The front was hard because I was playing a Rector set trying to figure out how to put everything together. But I'll have more videos on how to mount the fenders and how to drill the holes, and I'll make another video on how to remove and replace the front hood latches. Anyways, like always, likes are nice, subscribes are better, questions, comments, feel free. If you watch this far, take that thumb muscle ring the bell, hit the like and subscribe buttons, and you can watch more videos. Thanks for tuning in, my friends, and have a good night.